Hey loves, Kim here, and I'm back with another video. So today we have part 2 of the Four Seasons Cabin Retreat here in the world of Granite Falls. Granite Falls is the neighborhood that came with the outdoor retreat pack, and I just feel like there are certain packs, in particularly this pack right here, that makes a lot more sense since we have seasons in the game. So like I said in the last part, I ultimately wanted to move this build into Granite Falls because I feel like this is definitely like the perfect cabin retreat, like escape from, you know, the city and the hustle and bustle and everything, and just to really get back to basics, really have some peace and quiet next to the lake where you're able to fish and hike and do all of the other outdoorsy things with all of the luxuries and comfort of a higher end hotel or some sort of resort. So yeah, in this part we are focusing on tidying up all the details as well as furnishing and just getting everything nice and prepared for upload to you guys. This build is already on the gallery. You can search under Four Seasons Cabin Retreat, or you can just use the hashtag Simply-Nisey, and it should come up that way as well. Or is it dash? I think it's dash. Oh gosh, I can't even remember my own. Okay, look up the hashtag Simply-Nisey, one word. If you're looking it up by item, it should be Four Seasons Cabin Retreat, and that's the number 4, not the word 4. And if you're just looking for me on the gallery, I believe it's Simply-Nisey. So yeah, now that that's all settled and together, we can get into this build. So my whole aesthetic with this cabin retreat is just really nice and cozy. The colors that I wanted to use were definitely on the warm side. I used a lot of orange tones as well as yellows and kind of richer reds, not necessarily like a bright red. For this save file, I did start off in fall only because I didn't want to build a new crest, and then by the time I was able to get it into Granite Falls, winter was already over. So I started it the season before because I really wanted to get some screenshots of the winter time and hopefully get a little bit of a snowfall. So you might see a little bit of that towards the end of the video. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing great. I'm just so happy to be able to share this with you all as per usual. I love being able to share content and my videos and just my ideas and just my love for The Sims. Sometimes it feels like people who like The Sims are so few and far in between, like, if that makes sense. Like, let me know if you can really relate to that. So it's nice to have a platform where I can share my love for The Sims with other people who also love The Sims, and just to be able to share content that you all can use in your game and perhaps enhance your gameplay. Or if you don't play The Sims but you just like the videos, hopefully my videos are entertaining to you all, and you know, it can help somebody in some sort of way. That just makes me happy, just knowing that somebody is watching this, and I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. My main focus with this build was to use mainly season items. So definitely the majority of the wallpapers, a good chunk of the furniture and the decor items were from the seasons pack. I would say the next, I guess, prominent pack I used was Outdoor Retreat. Like I said, my main focus was those two things. Definitely for the world, and just some of the other items like the horseshoe thing, and you know, just items to make this cabin retreat feel like it can be usable all times of the year. And I think that was another main thing that I wanted to accomplish, that there were items that could be ideal for the summertime as well as the winter time, and that is evident with both the outdoor and the indoor accommodations and things like that. So yeah, Here I am decorating one of the bedrooms upstairs. I just really love how all the colors come together. Like I said, I definitely wanted to use orange as like my base because I just feel like that's a good year-round color. You see orange pretty much all times out of the year, even in the winter time. So yeah, also to make it a little bit easier for me, I did use quite a bit of neutrals, like a lot of browns, a lot of creams and beigey colors, just to make everything feel more cohesive and make everything just kind of tie together. Yeah. Another thing that I wanted to do was to make each bedroom feel usable. I didn't want to clutter things too much. However, I wanted this place to feel nice, warm, and homey. In one of the bedrooms, I was actually able to get in 4 single beds, which is crazy. I usually don't like to group people in rooms like that. However, I figure on vacation, you're not really in your bedroom. And also, if, you know, this is a family bringing kids along, they would have a place to kind of stay and, you know, just play together in that designated space without, you know, getting their toys or whatever around the rest of the house. And I believe that is the only bedroom with a television. So yeah, I definitely wanted to stay away from things that would keep you inside. I really wanted your Sims to explore the great outdoors, and even if it's cold, to keep them out of their rooms and keep them from being isolated, and to really just bring everybody together. So that's why the kids room is the only one with the TV, because I feel like sometimes kids need just a little bit of extra entertainment. However, there are like I said, still plenty of things to do. Downstairs in the basement, there is a dartboard. There's also a foosball table, card game table, and the large movie screen projector. So it's lots of fun to be had. Other things I did to encourage Sims to kind of get outside of the house was to put that large dining table out there, as well as the grill. There's plenty of seating outdoors as well. I would probably say one of my favorite decor items from the season pack is the umbrella, which is outside by the bay window seats. I just love that umbrella. I love the shape. I love the color swatches that it comes in. I love just the look it gives and the sense that this umbrella actually functions. Now the room, I would say, that gave me the most difficulty as far as like furnishing and actually distinguishing a layout was definitely the kitchen. I felt like it was such an awkward space, so I tried my best to kind of close off some of those sharp corners. Because it was just really weird. It was really jaggedy, but I think I was able to finesse it enough to where everything makes sense. And if you had a group of 8, all of them can sit at the island. And I also eventually add a little bar in there, and that works just fine. I had a group of Sims come in, and they all had juice. They don't call it wine, they call it juice, I believe, in The Sims. So yeah, that works fine. Here I am trying to finesse the bar in. I was using these, I guess, these flower decorations that go on the tabletop to try to hide the glitching, but I eventually figured that out and fixed it. Here I am, I think I'm fixing it right now, and I use one of those slats, I believe they're called, that came with City Living, there it is, to just kind of, I guess, define the space a little bit more. And I chose the darker color because it matches the door and the window trimmings. Another thing that I did a lot of was just light clutter. Like I used a lot of plants, definitely, since this is in the kind of outdoor retreat world and the aesthetic is more of like foresty, woodland, you know, really nature-like vibes. I wanted to bring in a lot of greenery and to convey that this space, although it's luxurious, like it has electricity and like all of that good stuff, but it's still very in tune with nature. So that was my idea, with bringing in a lot of potted plants into the house. Also, I just feel like it kind of fills in space when you don't know what else to kind of decorate with. I definitely wanted this cabin to have hardwood floors throughout, and to kind of soften up everything. I used a lot of rugs. I still love that kind of shag fur rug that came with the vintage glamour stuff pack. And even though that pack is so luxurious and so, I guess, glitzy, I felt like that shaggy rug actually went very well in this kind of more campy type build. I don't know, I just really liked it. Also, another thing I used were these runners, which I don't use too often. I think it fits very well, especially with the kind of richer red burgundy color. I just really like it. I really like it indeed. So yeah, another pack that I guess I was able to kind of collab with the aesthetic of the seasons pack was definitely cats and dogs. A lot of those items fit in well because I felt like they were, I guess, kind of craftsman-like, in the sense that a lot of those items look handmade and a lot of the colors kind of suited this build, in my opinion. Can we just get into that kind of wooden block coffee table that's in front of the fireplace? I'm so in love. It's amazing. I've been waiting so long for a coffee table like that. That might seem like kind of a random thing to get super excited about, but I love that coffee table. I also like the series of paintings over here that's currently on the right, but we're moving them to the left right now. Those actually came with base game, but I felt like all of them were very scenic and very appropriate with a place that was based on seasons and seasonal changes and things like that. Another thing that I wanted to make sure that I had in here was a bookshelf. I don't know why, because a lot of people wouldn't think to bring in a bookshelf to a rental property or a vacation lot. However, I felt like you might have, you know, a bookworm sim that's on vacation and doesn't necessarily like the outdoors, or maybe do like the outdoors but would like to get to know a bit more about it before they just go out and explore. So I definitely wanted to include the option for your sims to read. One thing that I knew for sure that I did not want to include was a computer. Again, I wanted to encourage sims to not be isolated and actually get out in the world or the neighborhood or whatever you want to call it, opposed to being kind of shut in and taken over by their devices. So yeah, I guess I would say my favorite part overall about this build is the fact that I was able to put on these rocks. And although it doesn't look like it's necessarily in a cliffside or anything, I feel like the rocks kind of convey that this place is elevated, and it is in the one with nature, or at least that's what I was going for. I like this little kind of romantic seating area over here by where the rocks kind of curve around. I do eventually swap out that ottoman for the rocky type one that came with Get Together, which is another pack that I utilized some items from because I felt like, again, the aesthetic was suiting and things like that. Here I am just in the pool, kind of modifying where those rocks lie, because I wanted to make the pool look as natural as possible. However, when I went to play test it, it was just glitching out really bad. Like my sim was swimming in the ground, and I think it had something to do with how those stone tables and chairs from the outdoor pack were placed in the pool. I don't know if it just kind of messed up the tracking or whatever, but I had to fix that. But everything works fine now. With this space outside by the pool, I don't know why, I just got the vision that it would be so dope if Sims can watch TV like in the pool. Like if this could be a really legit pool party. And when I play tested, I almost gave up on the idea, but eventually I get around to a way to make it work, and it's so amazing just to see your Sims kind of get in the pool and watch TV. But we will get to that a little bit later on. So at first I was going to leave this build at 3 bathrooms. However, I wanted to put in a walk-in closet in this bedroom here with the 2 double beds in it. And I really felt like for a vacation or a rental lot, I really didn't need 2 walk-in wardrobes in the same room. So with the remaining space, I decided to make a half bath, just so your Sims don't have to always go across the basement, or so all, you know, how many Sims could it be down here? All 8 Sims that could possibly be in the basement sleeping. All of them would have to share a bathroom. So there is a half bath in one room and then a full bath that is accessible to everyone. Like I said, the kids room, or the room with the 4 single beds, is the only bedroom with a TV. Everybody else just has a common shared TV, which is downstairs, and there's also one by the pool. It's so amazing seeing the seasons in action, you know what I mean? Like, I was able to experience my first Sims 4 thunderstorm, and although the thunder and the lightning was a little unsettling at first, because in real life I really don't like thunderstorms. I know in a previous video I mentioned that I don't like the rain, but I really don't like thunderstorms, never have liked them, but just to see it in game, it was actually kind of exciting, right? Like, is that just me? But I don't know, just actually seeing the effects that the different seasons have on the world, it's exciting and it's amazing, and I actually really enjoyed it. So thank you, Sims team, for making that happen. I don't know why, I was just really excited about a thunderstorm, which is super weird. So yeah, this is what we did with the TV. So what I did, I moved back the space by the pool area. I put the TV on a coffee table, and then I sized it up. So yeah, that's it. But anyway, guys, we're going to be wrapping up here in just a few. I just want to say thank you so much for watching and letting me just blab along about my experience with seasons and how I'm loving this game so far. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, feel free to follow me on my social medias, which are always linked down in the description box below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.